Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Maggie. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to work in our little altered planner. I guess this is actually a planner. No writing journal. Oh dear, I'm a mess. Okay, so I never know what I'm going to do when I sit down to do this. So I just pulled out a piece of cardstock that was a misprint or an off print, whatever. And then this page here came from another journal kit that I had printed too many, so I just cut off part of the page and glued it on here, and that's all that I've done. I pulled out this piece of book page. Let me see if I got it. Just a second here. Well, all right, this will do. So I hope everybody's doing good, enjoying their day, whatever you're doing, whatever the time of day it is. I know sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and have trouble sleeping, and I'll watch somebody's video and it'll help me go back to sleep, or I wake up too early and can't sleep and we'll watch a video, a YouTube video. So, you can be watching any time of the day or night. Whatever fits into our schedule at that particular time. Okay, so I've got this book page. I want to do something with that, and I've got all kinds of flowers. Oh, maybe I'll use one. Maybe I'll use that and butterflies and people. I just don't know what I want to use. So let's kind of just get started. I think I'm going to start by tearing this page. That's a good place to start, right? Tearing that paper. It doesn't matter where I put it. And this is a children's book, so I don't really need to worry too much about the content on the page. Now, I got these at Hobby Lobby. I think they were some sort of ephemera by, what is it? Paper Studio? Is that it? Paper Studio? I'm not sure, but I really like them. I haven't used them that much, but I do really like them. I think they're just so cute. They're like little line drawings. I kind of like that one, this great big sunflower. Also, I'm kind of partial to this with the strawberries. I guess it goes like this. I never have had a green thumb. My mother-in-law did, and actually my husband enjoyed growing things as well, and he planted strawberries one year, not really knowing anything about them, and they just took off on him. Although we only, seems like if I remember, this has been many years ago. If I remember correctly, we only actually had them for 1 year, and they weren't very sweet. I mean, they weren't really all that good. Oh. I've got all three of my little dogs up here, so hopefully they will behave and let me do this. If not, well, I'll just do it another time. I'm not going to stress over that. But I'm not going to make you listen to them bark either, so we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I got some colored ones here. That's kind of pretty, but I think I need something bigger. This is a little bit too big, although it's very pretty. I've got a glare there that I'm having a little trouble seeing. Put my glasses in. I just don't know. Decisions. Maybe we'll put these strawberries here. I wish I would have torn this paper different now. We need a taller one, actually. Okay, so I've got another one here. I think I'm going to use this and maybe leave it a little taller. Let me just tear off some of this white here. I like working in this little planner because there's no real theme to it. It's just kind of a daily thing, kind of like journaling daily, but only I don't really write anything in it. I just kind of go by what I'm feeling or what might be going on in my life. But it is relaxing to me and brings me, it makes me happy because, like I said, it doesn't have a theme. I'm not trying to, and it's primarily just for me, and now I'm sharing it with you. I don't have to worry about it becoming a journal that someone else is going to like or not like. So I do enjoy doing this. If you haven't tried it, now I've never done an altered book, but this is a little bit different, I think, than an altered book. I've watched a couple of people do them, but I've never done one myself. And it's just nice, like I said, because there's no theme to it, no rhyme or reason. Every page is different and doesn't relate to the other page, although it ends up in a lot of cases where my pages are very similar in nature. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, because I don't have that much real estate to work on. And two, I don't want to make the pages too thick or bulky. So just doing a simple page, almost like decorating a card or a tag, seems to make the most sense to me. And because it is just for me, it really only needs to make sense to me. Am I correct? Or maybe some more of this. I don't really want to take off any of the height. So again, I hope everybody is well. I'm going to trim this. I didn't put this on crooked, so let me square it up. I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, so let's see. I don't really know how this is going to look all inked up, but let's give it a try. It does have a rather large white border around it. I'm going to try to keep in this center here. And I do feel like I need something else here for some color. Let's see, maybe a piece of fabric. Might that work? I don't know. Oh, maybe this piece that kind of has some of that color in it. So let's tear a piece of this and place it on here someplace. I love to pull these strings up. I just love the look of the frayed fabric. It's just so much fun to me. Okay, so how big do I want this to be? I don't want it to be too big, and I think I might just go something like this. Can anybody chime in and tell me? Well, let's tear a little bit of this and see what happens. I think I said I keep this little basket here of scraps, fabric scraps and some lace. I just keep putting stuff in here, and then I have to kind of go through and take some of the bigger pieces out, or the smaller pieces that aren't really any good, but it comes in handy just to have it right there, a few pieces of scraps. Okay. I don't know if anybody listening has ever printed on fabric. I've stamped on fabric a little bit. I mean, I'm not an artiste at it, but I have stamped on fabric, and I love the way it looks. And then I was watching a video this morning earlier. I believe it was Print and Pixel, and it's a mother-daughter team that do the videos, and they were showing how they print on fabric, you know, to create a digital on fabric, and they had a couple of different methods, and I think I'm going to try that. I just have to, I haven't tried it. I have a brother, and I really do like the printer. I think it prints things out beautifully, and it's a little bit better on ink than some of them are, but still, you know, the ink is what it is. And I don't know, I'm just not liking this. So, but I do really, really like it a lot. And, but I don't know how it will print. I'm thinking of using sticker paper and just peeling off the top layer that is really the stickers, and putting a piece of cloth on that, and then running it through the fussy cutter. running it through my printer. So one of these days I'm going to try that. I haven't tried it yet. So we'll see. Maybe more like that, or maybe like this. Maybe I like this better. I think I'm going to go with that. I don't need any more flowers. Let me just put these away. Maybe get out some butterflies or something else. I'll put some in the drawers. I have no problem taking them out, but I can't get them back in the way they're supposed to go. Alright, there we go. That's that. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. And I think I love when I'm doing these pages to work with butterflies and flowers and the people. I do have some labels. I'm still kind of a little sluggish from that cold. I'm hoping that by tomorrow I'll feel much, much, much better. I don't feel all that bad now. I'm just tired. I just feel tired. Well, this is not my most favorite, but one that I've done. Maybe partly it's because too I do want to do this, and I want to try to finish it before my little ones start carrying on. Because once one gives a yap, then they all start. No. Decisions. Maybe I just need something smaller, Maggie. Go small. Or smaller. Oh, that's a pretty one. I'll go with this one. I want to get some of those little finger daubers. I'm thinking it might help, like to get in the smaller places to get things inked, but I don't know. If anybody watching has used those and finds it easier to ink into tighter spots, then leave a comment. Let me know. Little bitty one. Oh, maybe I kind of like that one. It's not as pretty, but it is in its own right. You know what I feel like I need? I feel like I need a piece of music paper. I wonder if I have something like that in this stack of... Now, I did go through this a little bit, but not like I should have. Let's seems like oh, maybe I do have some piece of music paper. Where do I want to put it? If you're working on a special project, please let me know. I hear other creators tell their viewers to do that all the time, and I rarely have done it myself. But I can see and understand now why they would appreciate that. And I need to look for me some more labels and things. These are all pretty, for the most part, are pretty small. Well, I just don't seem to have too much to say today, do I? I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I know that if I sleep well again tonight, I'll be much better tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just not crazy about this. I don't know that I like the paper, the music on there after all. Natural History Store. Okay. All right, well. All right, let me just start putting some of this down. I'm going to throw these two little pieces of music in here. Our house is pretty quiet today. I haven't heard the baby crying too much, and it's been pretty quiet. All right, let me just start putting some of this down. And it'll turn out how it turns out. That is the beauty of this. That is the absolute beauty of it. At least I think it is, in my opinion. I've got this gigantic glue stick that I really do like. I really quite like it. I like the size of it. And my dogs are being so good. I'm so proud of them. As I told them before I start, I said, shh, you gotta be quiet. Mama's gonna try to make a video. That means you gotta be quiet. And they are just doing a superb job of that. So I want to do another fabric masterboard. I really enjoy doing it, and I do have quite a few fabric scraps. I made quilts for a season, and I belong to this subscription box. It was so much fun. It was called Country Notions, I think. And every month you received a gift, a box, a subscription box, and it usually had a project for you to do, and it had a project for you to do, and it had all the directions. They always put nice little gifts in there, like quilting rulers or rotary cutters or something. They were so nicely curated, and almost always there was fabric. Well, there was always fabric. It just was usually different types of fabric depending on whether you were quilting something or it was a bag of some kind. Most often it was like fat quarters or the squares. Now I can't remember what they were called. And usually some other little gifts too. It was just so much fun, and it was so well done. But I finally stopped doing that because I wasn't doing anything with them. I just wasn't doing anything with them. I wasn't using the fabrics. Not that I didn't like them. It was like I was saving them for something. You know how we do. And that's a little old. And so I discontinued it. But all those beautiful fabrics that I received, fat quarters and a few jelly rolls and I remember what the bigger squares and then the smaller square packets were called, but it doesn't matter. Just so much pretty fabric, different it was seasonal, different colors, different themed, and so I set all that, most of it aside. I finally started harvesting the kits to take out the material. When I started my junk journals, I started well, what is wrong with this glue? I started harvesting all of the kits to take out the material for my junk journals, because I do like a fabric cover. Now I am going to branch out a little bit, probably in the upcoming weeks or when it suits me, but for the most part I really love the fabric cover, and 9 times out of 10 I could find fabric in one of those kits that I could use that would pretty well match a theme. So I really enjoyed that. I really did. And so now I still have all this fabric that I can use for my junk journals. Now sometimes I have to order something special, like for my library journal. I wanted a piece of fabric that had library books or something of that nature. So I found a piece on Etsy that was pretty reasonable. It was very reasonable, and the shipping was not bad. So I ordered that, and I haven't received it yet. That's why I haven't really gotten actively started, other than just making ephemera or whatever on that library journal. But hopefully, I got a notice from the post office that said it was out for delivery, but I think it's going to come tomorrow, which is perfectly fine. So when that comes, then I can get started on that journal in earnest. I feel like this page just needs something more, like some sparkle or... Maybe this is empty. Maybe that's why I'm having difficulties. Can't really see because it's not clogged. I still feel there's some in there. But anyway, I feel like this page needs something more, maybe some sparkle or... Oh, maybe... I can find something else to put on it. And both of those tags are crooked. I can't pull it up. I'll tell you, this PVC glue and the Elmer's glue, once you stick them down and you press on them, you put any pressure on them, they're down. And they're pretty much down to stay. And if you try to take them up, they're going to tear your piece up. So let me go to my book. Here it is. Again, I love this book. I got it from Amazon. Every time I use it, I think I say that. But it's just got all these, all of these wonderful quotes in them. And I usually one will stand out to me that kind of speaks to me in some way. So this one says, oops, sorry. So sorry about that. Hopefully he'll behave for the duration. I'm almost done. I was thinking maybe I could put some ribbon or lace, and I thought I had a piece of lace in here. That might work. Oh, this quote that I put on here, it's by Helen Keller, and it says, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all." And I have found my life up to this point to be an adventure. It has been an adventure. And I think that's a good way to live your life. At least it's served myself and my husband very well, was not to be afraid of adventure. Now I know some people, I know some of my husband's relatives, and even mine, were never left their hometown. They never left the house that they live in to do anything out of the ordinary. And you just miss out on so many things. All right. Well, here we go. Let me put the date on here. Today is the 21st. I cannot believe how quickly the time is passing. Now, I think I probably should have chosen something else to put on here. It's kind of lackluster, if you want my opinion. But it is what it is. I love the quote. I wanted to use one of these because I haven't used them that frequently. Not because I don't like them. I do like them a lot. But they're just, it's just a little big. But anyway, this is what I did for today. I hope you enjoy it. Please join me the next time. I've been trying to do these 2 or 3 times a week. I come up with something a little bit different every time. Usually it's kind of the same format or composition, but sometimes I get a little more daring and use some mixed media or something. But this is the one for today, and I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you like this. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever. Leave me a comment if you so desire. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.